And you have to say something to him about your business that's going to make him stop and say that again. What is it that you will say in your pitch? The two key principles in a pitch. First of all, you must do your research. You must understand your own product and the thing that you do so well that you could pack it in 2 minutes and say everything that you ever need to say. Okay? And you must understand the person who's going to receive it. Okay? So well that you know they are going to stop. Okay? So it's about a win-win. Okay, it's not so much about you. What does the investor want? And you've got to understand who the investor is. The investor is not a donor. It's not your grandmother. Okay? He may find what comes out of what you do beneficial, but that's not what's driving the investor's approach to things. And sometimes the investors themselves, and most investors you will run into, they themselves have done a pitch to get the money they've got. They want to invest in you. Okay? They go to a pension fund and they say, you know, if you give me $100 million of your money, I will give you a rate of return of 21% on this money, or whatever it is they're going to offer. Okay? So they're focused on the return they have to deliver. You've got to know what is the return they have to deliver. And if you go to him and you say, no, I've got something that's going to give you 50% return, he will speed up and walk away because he will know you don't have it. But if you come in and say, you know, I'm at 19%, so, oh, okay. So tell me how you get to 21. Because there's an honesty in what you are saying, and it's something that you can defend, even if you know you could get to 30. Okay? So there is trying to get that balance. Okay? So it's important to understand that you will be making a pitch all your entrepreneurial life. Number one. Number two, money. You will be looking for money all your entrepreneurial life. So get used to it. It's a skill that you have to acquire. Okay? I had to raise $300 million to pay MTN to buy them out of Mascom. How many know that? Well, I had to do some pitches, okay? Okay. You have to. It's part of the game. So don't keep beating on about the money. The money will come. Just keep working your skill around your pitch, making sure you're pitching to the right people, and making sure you understand what they want and what are the risks that you present to them that you need to lower in their understanding. I hope that's helpful.
Oh,
I'll stop there.
Let me get to the employment. So, unemployment and employability. Employment is a prerequisite. Employability is a prerequisite to dealing with unemployment. Sure, it's a difficult question or call whether you can fully solve the unemployment problem, but you've got to deal with the employability before you deal with the unemployment problem. And that's our challenge. That's why we send you all to school. You know, that's why we try and invest in the backbone, the infrastructure. And that's why we bring, you know, people who can raise $300 million buying off a part of a company to talk to you, to give you the insights, which we don't have. So recognizing what we can do and what we can't do is also part of the game. So I guess in the more that we can reach, who would then be employed or who would then be able to employ others, the closer we are to dealing with the unemployment problem. And it's very important to make that distinction because it's not government that's going to create the jobs. It's you. You must solve everyday problems and create the jobs to fuel the Botswana economy and the rest of Africa and the world with your solutions.
Your Excellency, we were discussing a little while back creating jobs by connecting up your cities.
Yeah.
You know, we went to Rwanda, and your colleague, President Kagame, said to me, I want jobs.
Which is what I said to you too.
You said it to me too. I said, President, let's put fiber in every house. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll dig along the roads, and the young people can come dig to the houses.
Yes.
But let's make a decision that says, in the next 5 years, every house should have broadband. Because...
No, wait. Hold off a minute. Do you want that?
Yes!
No, I didn't hear you.
Yes!
Well, you know what? Let's Strive and I continue talking. We think we just might be able to give it to you.
We might be able to do it. If you think about it, Your Excellency, a house today in Francistown or Gaborone, which does not have water, we look at water in a house, or we can look at electricity in a house. Well, broadband has become the third service for every house. So if we may not get to every house, okay, but what we want to do, because the amount of work to be done to fiber up every house, and it's best done by these young entrepreneurs. Let them start little companies to dig up. Just make sure when you've dug the road, please close it again and don't leave a pit, you know? But the reality is, today in cities like Kigali and Nairobi, almost everybody has fiber. Ahead of Johannesburg, where regulation just got everybody confused. So these are low-hanging fruit. It's not high-tech. It's the same as putting solar panels on people's roofs. It's low-tech stuff.
Now let's get this right. We talked about this.
Yep.
I want to make sure I get it exactly like we discussed it when I asked you to help me create jobs.
Yes.
You're talking about young people, young entrepreneurs. You Strive will dig along the road.
I'll do the big stuff.
All right. Agree with you.
Yeah.
Then the young people will connect from where you've dug to the home and to the business.
Correct. I won't go near the business. They do it. I say, you guys, you come along the road.
And then, how do they make money?
The same way the guy who does electricity and water. They're a new industry. So they go in, they're paid for putting the fiber in, so they're now contractors.
So the consumers...
They put in the stuff in, then they put in the routers and the equipment in people's houses, and with that is coming all sorts of new demands, because they're wiring up, putting the Wi-Fi...
Please, wait. Don't these people need some training?
We train them.
You can train them?
Of course. Mr. President, I trained 3,000 young people to do this in Kigali. They're doing it right now.
All right.
You just take young people.
Talk. I agree you believe in numbers.
Yes.
Let's get to the numbers for Botswana. give me a rough estimate. How many do you think we could start with, and give me an idea when we can start?
Look, Mr. President, institutionally, it's not difficult. You can, if we start by training, my approach is always simple: 50% girls, 50% boys.
Yes.
Okay? Bring me 100, 200, place to train them. 2 months, they can do all this. High school certificate, it's a new skill. They'll go out, and the thing is, they train others.
And they train others.
And they train others.
And they train others.
Absolutely.
And
These
jobs
are,
just keep rolling.
these are jobs.
So we can also move from the homes and the businesses to the farmlands and the...
The rural areas too.
Wow. No.
These are simple.
Let me ask the people that I represent. We come from democratic Botswana. I want them to vote by whatever means.
Yes.
Should I stand up and shake his hand? That's number two.
Number two.
That's a second handshake. All right, so the jobs are coming. The first batch of jobs are coming. What you must realize, though, is that government is not providing those jobs.
No.
Strive is helping with his own money, and he's grateful to Botswana because Botswana made him rich.
Yep.
And your own money and effort. So he'll be in control. This government, represented by us here and the ministers, will facilitate.
That's right.
Will enable. For instance, if Strive came from a country that may have needed a visa, I will grant it to him immediately. He will come 24/7. This is what we mean by being in business. And we are a government and country that's in business. So go and tell the business people and start energizing them to want broadband. Go and tell your parents, your neighbors to want broadband. Go and tell the real estate people. Go and tell BHC to want broadband, because when your house has broadband, it can be rented much more quickly. Thank you.
And Mr. President, the broadband is fundamental to what my young colleague was talking about, the fourth industrial revolution.
Yes.
We've got to skill up. There's got to be no one who has no access to the internet. And the cost must be such that because today you can watch it. We've got guys who've been watching us for 2 hours on the internet.
Yeah.
We have to get the cost to that level. And it's not on mobile phones, it's on broadband. And that's why it's so important to develop this, because it creates the backbone for the kind of ideas they are playing around with.
You know, we need a theme song for this revolution we're starting. And Hans C. is the guy to do it.
Yes! Where is he?
I hope he's listening. Hans C. better go and create a theme song for this that we're starting.
Absolutely.
Maybe I listened to you very carefully, Strive, about the solar energy and electricity. Minister Molale, listen to you very carefully. We're going to talk. We're going to give you feedback in less than a week. Are you on it? You see, my ministers move at the speed of broadband.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love this.
Guys, unfortunately, we have to wrap up here. We have run out of time, and I know,
No, wait. You know, this, Emma Bailey, you know what? This has been so good. This has been so good. I don't know how you feel about it. Now I feel that I may not have had enough of it. So help me put pressure on Mr. Masiyiwa. Kana, he's a very important man. even presidential pressure is not good enough. So I need your help. I need your help. I want us to ask him to commit to doing this again, even bigger and better, in about 3 months. Yeah? All right. Should I stand up and shake his hand?
Mr. President, if I may just close our great meeting with one small thing that I promised to do. I know I have a quiz out, but I didn't do enough of my homework on those amazing replies, so I will answer you on the quiz on Facebook, where I asked you about Botswana. When I visit a country, I ask you to do your research on that country. What is it about this country that makes it interesting for investors? So continue your homework on this particular work. But let me finish by the great thing that I said I wanted to do here. I came here 22 years ago, and I talked to you about my bid. And I told you I made a pitch. And I said to the government of Botswana, within 3 years, I want to list this company on the Botswana Stock Exchange. Unfortunately, I never had enough shareholding to push that through. And my partners kept saying, let's wait. It is now 21 years. And I've come to fulfill that promise. I want to fulfill that promise with your help. This company today has 1.7 million customers. I'm calling on all the customers to be ready to become shareholders. We will structure it in such a way that you can buy shares. I want you as young entrepreneurs, not by selling your business, because that would be wrong, but if you can find a little bit, when our prospectus comes out, take an action. Buy a little bit. But if you don't buy us, buy any company on the Botswana Stock Exchange. Because you're only committed to something when you act. Buy and say, I'm doing this because one day I'm coming back to list here. Because that's the most important thing for you as an entrepreneur. It's not about you buying shares in something that we've built. I want to buy shares in businesses you built. Finally, my partner of many, many years, the BPOPF, represents the civil servants. I hope that they will open the door through a structure, and if they need any advice, but they've got very smart guys, create a scheme also for civil servants to own shares. Mascom today is 40% owned by the civil service because BPOPF is a trustee of the civil service. Okay? So I've, in a sense, been your civil servant. But I want you to own something directly. Don't ask to be given the shares. But there are ways in which if you bought a couple and they can deduct from you and so. The company itself does not need any money. So it is not going to do it to raise money. It is going to do it to broaden the ownership.
Share.
Okay? So what I want, Mr. President, is to have the broadest ownership possible. Because that's what I did with Econet in Zimbabwe. is the most widely owned company. Thousands and thousands of people own shares. Stock exchanges like yours are a powerful tool by which entrepreneurs like these, that is our Champions League. You know, that's the final for us. If you watch soccer, well, that's it. For the entrepreneur to list a company on the stock exchange of your country, you have hit the finals. So let's go get some more companies in the Botswana finals. The challenge is to you, okay? You've got to build businesses that become the champions of this country. And that's why I'm here, to encourage, strengthen you. As the President said, there is nothing that you cannot do. So, absolutely, you can produce companies that will go global. So don't let anybody say you are from a small country or something like that. That is just not true. You're from a great country. That's better.
Thank you so much.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Masiyiwa. Your Excellency, your last few words before we have the vote of thanks.
Well, not only would I be, out of step if I didn't express my delight and enjoyment in this, I want to leave here with a promise to you. Masiyiwa is going to give you opportunity to buy, right, through the Botswana Stock Exchange, right? I pledge to you that when we meet next time, in about 3 months, it's going to be better than this. Yeah. It's going to be better than this. We want to take this job creation story even further. I told you, I'm in business and I'm in a mean mood. So come along and, watch the show. Strive will be there, and he's bringing some special guests.
Yep.
And we're going to do some special things. And you just watch the numbers. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to humbly request the Honorable Minister of Agricultural Development and Food Security, the Honorable Patrick Ralutzia, to join us on stage to deliver the vote of thanks for today.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Minister.
Thank you very much.
Internet would be.
I just wanted to feel your temperature before I spoke. And you made me feel like you are in the mood, Your Excellency.
Yeah.
Director, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Botswana, Dr. Mokgweetsi, Masisi, and Mematsile. Honorable colleagues here present, our guest, Masiyiwa, Strive. For some reason, I made an observation at the beginning of your sentence, and one would confuse Masiyiwa at the beginning to be Masisi. But I also got some special interest in your name. You must be born to very educated parents. If not educated, then they knew you were going to be where you are, because the name Strive means a lot. It means aim, it means venture, it means aspire, it means a lot of things. And that is what you've come to inject to our youth today, for them to aspire, for them to see themselves beyond where they are. Malawi. And everybody here present, our entrepreneurs. Good afternoon. Your Excellency, I think this has been deliberately made too short. Deliberately made too short so that we will remain thirsty to listen to Masiyiwa and yourself. I want to thank you very humbly, very sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, Your Excellency, to have developed some interaction with Masiyiwa for the sake of us, the youth of Botswana. Don't I look like a youth, Your Excellency? Yeah. Now, what has been done today is the beginning of a long journey. It has really ignited our youth to think beyond what they think they have been. The emphasis that His Excellency has made here, time and again, is for you to understand that in as much as we all would like to be employed, it is not government alone that will create employment. You are today being invited to participate actively in employment creation and absorb those that may not be employed after this interaction. So this is the key that we would like to emphasize to you time and again as government, that we would like everybody to participate in the world of employment creation. And here today you are as entrepreneurs. It cannot just be time wasted. No, it cannot just be resources wasted. This has been quite meaningful. It has been quite an eye-opener. I want to thank honorable ministers who have managed to come to listen to this and equally gallop at your speed, Your Excellency. I think I need to pose a question here. Unlocking youth entrepreneurs. Who has the key to the lock? From today's discussion, who has the key to the lock? It is you, the entrepreneurs. You have the key to the lock of entrepreneurship in this country. That has been made abundantly clear to you. We want to thank you very much, Masiyiwa, for having accorded yourself time. It is very obvious that you have a very busy schedule. But your having accepted His Excellency's invitation need not be overemphasized. It has been quite a recognition, not only for him, like he said, his power may not be enough alone. He needs all of us to keep on surmounting pressure to you so that you assist us solve our problems of unemployment. Once again, and without much ado, I want to thank you very much, and thank you all for having come. I've not been made aware for a but thank you very much. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now officially come to the end of our program, and one more time, by presidential demand, please put your hands together and make some noise for Hans C. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. this one, I want you to sing with me. Sit, Ari, to the way. You love me, but I couldn't love. My favorite place from heaven and earth is next to you. Sit. La toca tu cielo. Sit. Un ponta, moriti, seriti. Hey, the Lord is a sea. To the way. Yo, 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 yo. We cover, we cover, we cover. Hey, we city laga, city laga. Shit, we city laga, city laga. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's sing. Say, we city laga, we city laga. Ba ba da ba, we city laga. Ba ba da ba, we city laga. I don't see you, I don't hear you. Say, we city laga. I can't hear you. We city laga. Ba ba da ba ba, we city laga. Ba ba da ba ba. Let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 3, cheers to it. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I want to hear if you know this. Allez, cheers, 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 cheers. Everybody get a can you feel it? Everybody get a can you feel it? Cheers, and it goes like this. And if I did anything good in my life, if I did you're my sunshine in the rain, you're the medicine to my pain. I won't be the same. Oh, Señani, você não me vê Chani. Cheers away. O Fulana, essa babinha. We cover, we cover, we cover. Say, city laga, city laga. Cheers, city laga, city laga. We're gonna sing it together. 1, 2, 3, let's sing. Hey, city laga, ba ba da ba. City laga. I want everybody to wave your hands up in the sky. I want everybody hands up in the sky. Let's go. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, let's sing, sing. We city laga, ba ba da ba. We city laga. All right, so we're gonna do something cool, okay? We're gonna do something cool, okay? All right, can you tone it down a little bit? Turn it up, turn it up. 1, 2, 3, let's go. All right, we're gonna do something cool for the big man here, okay? You know what we're gonna do? I want you to put out your phones in the sky. I want you to put out your torches in the sky, and we're gonna wave it to the sky. Let's go. Everybody phones up in the sky. Put your torches up in the sky. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, I don't want to wave, okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's sing, say. O city laga, ba ba da ba. O city laga, ba ba da ba ba. O city laga, ba ba da ba. Ramolai like it, Ramolai like it. I want everyone to stand up on your feet, up on your feet, up on your feet. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's sing, say. O city laga, ba ba da ba. O city laga, ba ba da ba. O city laga, ba ba da ba. O city laga, ba da ba da ba ba. O city laga. Oh, I see you up there, I see you up there. Let's go. For one last time, sing. O city laga, ba ba da ba. O city laga, ba ba da ba. O city laga, ba ba da ba. O city laga. I'm gonna say la. Give yourself a round of applause. All right.
Make some noise one more time for Han C, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. Once again, thank you so much for joining us for the first ever Youth Entrepreneurship Town Hall by presidential directive and executive acceptance by the chairman. We'll see you here again in about 3 months' time. My name is Phenyo Moroka. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, not here, at a bigger place. So thank you so much. To those of you who tuned in on Facebook, we'll see you again in about 3 months. Again, my name is Phenyo Moroka. Have a fantastic day. God bless you all. We now are going to rise, please, for His Excellency the President to take leave. And from there on, the rest of us can then proceed to leave the venue. Thank you so much.